Layashala to Israel. Imadium, which means to stand. Wapanyankwadam, which means turn and face the east. Sar. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malapaka, Daba'a, Ratazah, Kaya, Shaba, Ratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanlanawa, Lakam, Kao, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kawa, Wap Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawa, Wat Yanawa, Wala'a, Tabiyah Nawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wahataparat, La'awalamyum, Aman, in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, Baba Kashah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakat, Hakat, La Pa'ah, Call Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakat, La Tahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakat, La Hakwim, Hamathium, Hakat, Al Wakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagar Shan, by Hashem Yahushai, the Wada Aman, in English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'ala, Waha, Bayat Sapayim, Barak, Rapah, Magan, Hagan, by Hashem Yahushai, the Wada Aman. What we just said was, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahushai, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Isaiah, Ma'am, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Waharatazah, Al Yatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamnika, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaika, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamor, Tazaatka, Wabaaka Maita, Wa'id, Awalam, Aman. In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damayah Lakah, Al Thakarash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awayabika, Yahama Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Wa Ash, Al Imaka, Yarayamwa, Sawad, Wayatayai Tazawa, Al Tazap Pawanyaka, Omawa, Lakawa, Wanakakiram, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yashiala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawai Tazawa, La Hadwa, Al Yakabar Yakarathwa, Al Yadawam, Wayashamaoyam, Mawaba, Wahagoriam, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashat, I'm Yashabia, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawai, Imam, Hayawa, Zawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadim, Kasayasara, Kayabia, Monakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayandawa, Hayawa, Daman, La Dama, Shayadama, Nadiamawa, Kaira, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakazazamanai, Kal Nasaya Kamwa, Ashor, Amawa, Nayarashal, Nawa, Noawaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Debaara Yara, Wakalahaba, Dalahat, Haryam, Khan, Theradapma, Basaarka, Wabasawapaka, Dabahalam, Malaa, Panyaham, Kwawan, Waya Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Baawa, Idi, Waya Kapara, Waya Abadwa, Waya Salaka, Waya Daiwa, Kaya, Ta Shamka, Yahawa, Labaka, Al, Yawan, Al, Kal, Ha, Rataza, Aman. Sar. Yeshapian, which means to be seated. Oh, Salakia. That's my fault. I didn't read it in the English. Salakia. Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silent, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Areb, and like Zeb, yea, all the princes as Zabah, and as Zamuna, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. Sar. Salakia for that. Yeshabia. That means to be seated. Can't be forgetting to read in the English and the Hebrew. Salakia. We're going to be picking up from where we left off last week. We're going to be picking up from where we left off last week in the book of Joshua, chapter 18, starting at verse 21. Joshua chapter 18, verse 21 in the Hebrew. Wahayawa, ha'irayam, lamata, banyaman, lamashapakat, wath, yaham, Yariyakawa, Wayabayath, Kagala, Wa'aimach, Kotaza Yataza. Verse 22. Wabayath, Ha'ira Ba, Wataza Maryam, Wabayath, all. Verse 23. Waha'irayam, Waha'para, Wa'ipara. Verse 24. Wakapar, Ha'imanya, Waha'panya, Wagabai, Arayam, Shathiyam, Aishara, Wakatazaria Han. Verse 25. Gabaiwan. Gabaiwan. Wahara Ma. Wabara Wath. 26. Wahamataza Pa, Wahaka Parya, Wahamataza, Wahama, Wahama, Wahamataza. Verse 27. All right. Warquam, Wayara Pa'al, Wathar Allah, Wathar Allah. All right, in the English. Joshua chapter 18, verse 21. Now the cities of the tribe of the children of Benjamin, according to their families, were Jericho and Beth Hagla, and the valley of Kazais, and Beth Araba, and Zimaraim, and Bethel, and Avim, and Parah, and Oprah. Verse 24. And Shephar Manoni, and Ophini, and Gaba, 12 cities with their villages. Verse 25. And Gibeon and Ramah and Beerath. Verse 26. And Mizpah and Shephirah and Mazah. Verse 27. And Rakim and Irpeel and Taralah. Alright. Joshua chapter 18, verse 28, going back to the Hebrew. Give me 1 second. All right, verse 28. Watazalai, Ha'alap, Wahayab, Wasya, Wahayab, Wasaya, Wahayab, Wasaya, Haya, Yarawashlam, Yarawashlam, Gabaith, Quariath, Irayam, Arabai, Aishara, Wakatazariya Han, Zaath, Nakalaf, Banyaman, not as Benjamin, Banyamnin, Lamashapakatham, Banyanyan, yeah, Lashapakatham. Verse 29. Oh, so like it ain't no 29. Joshua chapter 19, verse 1. Wayatazaa, Hagawala, Hashanya, Lashamai Wan, Lamata, Banya, Yash, Salaki, Shamai Wan, Lama Shapakat, Lama Shapakat, Kawatham, Lama Shapakawatham, Wayahaya, Nakalatham, no Salaki, Nakalatham, Bathawak, Nakalath, Banya, Yahawada. It's Judah right there, Yahawada. Verse 2. Wayahaya, Laham, Banakalatham, Ba'ar, Ba'ar, Shabai, Washabai, Wama Walada. Verse 3. Wakatazar, Shawa'il, Wabala, Wa'itazam, Verse 4. Wa Allah wa Allah wa Allah walad wa but the wall wa karma. Verse 5. Wa taza qalag wa bayath hamar Hamar Kabawath Wakatazar Sawasa. Verse 6. Wabayath Labawath Washar Wakana Washar Wakana Irayom Shalash Aishara Wakatazar Yahan. Wakatazara Yahan. Alright. Joshua chapter 18, verse 28 in English. And Zalah, Elpha, and Jebizi, which is Jerusalem, Gibeath, and Kirjath, 14 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Benjamin according to their families. Joshua chapter 19, verse 1. And the second lot came forth to Simeon, even for the tribe of the children of Simeon according to their families. And their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Judah. And they had in their inheritance Beersheba, or Sheba, and Moladah, and Hazar Shul, and Balah, and Azim, and El Talad, and Bethuel, and Hormah, and Ziglah, and Beth Makabath, and Hazar Susa. Verse 6. And Bethel Boath, and Sharyahan, 13 cities and their villages. Understand, this is the Lord giving the children of Israel once we came up out of Egypt under, Yahushai or Joshua's rule, at the Moses has passed. You understand? We've been reading Joshua for a while now. After Moses passed, you understand, Joshua took over, or Yahushai in the Hebrew. That's what Joshua is Yahushai. But Joshua took over, and he was, all the children of Israel, all the tribes were getting their lands and getting their inheritance once we came up out of Egypt. You understand? So the same thing is going to happen to the children of Israel once our King Christ, Yahushua, or Joshua, comes back to save his people and comes back to rule the entire planet Earth up under the Most High God, with the authority given to him by the Most High God. When the 144,000, which is 12,000 men from each tribe, you understand, and the 1/3 of Israel, and then the men, and then the children, and the and the women, the sisters. You understand? All of us will inherit the kingdom. Those who who are long suffering, those who keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the end. You understand? The end meaning when our oppressor's kingdom falls, when our King Christ come back, we will have the inheritance, the whole kingdom of heaven. You understand? We'll get our inheritance back. You see all these cities being given to the Judites, to Benjamin, to Simeon, to Levi, to Gad. All 12 tribes will be ruling this entire planet Earth. All we have to do is endure. All we have to do is stop eating pork. All we have to do is stop committing adultery, sleeping with other brothers' wives. All we have to do is obey each and every law that's written in this Bible. So, and to not eating pork is a small price to pay for the entire kingdom of heaven, brother. You understand? Not sleeping with another man's wife is a small, it's something so small when you're talking about inheriting the entire kingdom of heaven, the entire earth. Is that pork really worth it? You understand? Is that tail, is that big behind really worth it? She's someone else's property. You understand? Is celebrating your birthday, celebrating Christmases, all our oppressors' holidays, is it worth it? When you see something so beautiful in the Bible, in the book of Joshua, that the entire nation of Israel were given an inheritance, wouldn't you much rather have a city We would own cities and countries, but celebrating our birthdays and disobeying the Most High God and eating shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster is much more important to us than obeying God's laws. We will never rule anything. We will always be under the rule of our oppressor if we keep on disobeying God, man. How do I know? Because the Bible says it in Deuteronomy 28:1. It says if the children of Israel would have hearkened and listened diligently, and I'm paraphrasing, to the voice of the Most High God, then we would inherit the entire kingdom of heaven. You understand? We were coming up out of Egypt. Moses was laying the law down flat. The children of Israel was still being rebellious. And those that made it to the kingdom, I mean, look, even Moses, for the thing that he did, you understand? He didn't make it to the kingdom. He didn't make it to get to see what some of these brothers and sisters were witnessing right now, getting cities like Joshua. But the reason we fail, and we always have to remember this, is because of our disobedience, because of our hardness of our hearts, because we didn't want to obey the laws that God gave us. We wanted to, we thought another culture's lifestyle was better. We thought another culture's way of living was better. We thought another people's way of life was better. And when we thought in our mind, and once we figured out in our mind that someone else's culture was better than our own, then we don't inherit cities given to us by the Most High God. We're no longer in rule no more by the Most High God. The Most High God left us like we left him. Well, he said, well, hell, if you want to go, have worship other gods and eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster and, commit adultery and live an alternative lifestyle, that's your God. Let them protect you. But you shouldn't rule the cities, or that you won't have the inheritance that I had intended for my people, because my people hear my voice and my people obey my word. You understand? Like Joshua, like Yahushua, like Moses. You understand? Let's get back to it. Joshua chapter 19, verse 7. Let me check the chat real quick, Salakia. I don't know what's going on with this, but be all right. One second. All right, sis. I was wondering. All right, Shalom. Shalom Yahweh Shemala Thaba Shem Yahshua, sis. Chanel Cooper. Shalom, sis. I see you tuning in to the Sabbath service right now. Shalom. I don't know why it's not popping up on your screen, on the screen. But anyway, let me get back to it. Joshua chapter 19, verse 7 in the Hebrew. Ayan, Ramawan, Wa'aitar, Wa'aishan, Ariyom, Arabai, Wakatazara Yahan. Verse 8. Wakal, Hakatazarium, Ashar, Sabayab, Wath, Ha'iriyom, Ha'ala, Aid, Ba'ila, Ba'ar, Ramath, Nagab, Za'af, Nakalath, Mata, Banya, Shamaiwan, Lamapakatham, Lamapakatham. Verse 9. Makabal, Banya, Yahawada, Nakalath, Banya, Shamaiwan, Kaya, Haya, Kalak, Banya, Yahawada, Rab, Maham, Wayanaka, Wayanakawa, Banya, Shamaiwan, Batawak, Nakalathum. Verse 10. Wayao Hagawarla Hashal Hashala Hashalash Hashala Yashia Hashala Yashia Labanya Zabawala Zawa Zabawalan Lamasha Pakatham Wayahaya Gabawal Nakaladam Id Shariyad. Verse 11. Wa'ila Gabawalam Layama Wamara Ila Waga Wapagai Badabashath Wapagai Al Hanakal Ashar Al Panya Yaquanaim. Verse 12. Washab Mashar Yad Kodama Marzaka Hashamash Il Gabawal Kasalath Dabar Wayataza Al Hadabarath Wa'ila Yapayai. Verse 13. Wamasham Ibar Quadama Mazaraka Gatha Kapar Aita Quatazayan Salaki Quatazayawa Salaki Quatazayan yeah, Quatazayan Wayataza Ramawan Ramawan Hamathar Hanai. Alright. In the English. Joshua chapter 19, verse 7. Ain, Remen, and Ether, and Ashash, 4 cities and their villages. Verse 8. And all the villages that were round about these cities to Baal of the Beer, Baal of Beer, Ramoth of the south. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Simeon according to their families. Verse 9. Out of the portion of the children of Judah was the inheritance of the children of Simeon, for the part of the children of Judah was too much for them. Therefore the children of Simeon had their inheritance within the inheritance of them. Verse 10. And the third lot came up from the children of Zebulun, according to their families, and the border of their inheritance was unto Sarid. Verse 11. And their border went up toward the sea, and Maralah, and reached to Dabashet, and reached to the river that is before Jokneam. Verse 12. And turned from Sarid eastward toward the sunrise into the border of Kisloth-Tabor, and then goeth out to Debarath, and goeth up to Japhia. Verse 13. And from thence passeth on along on the east of Getahefer to Itakazin, and goeth out to Remman Mithor. Remman Mithor to Nia. See these names in this I need Officer Malak here. You know, that brother right there is a scholar. He knows every word. You understand? He's like a walking encyclopedia and a walking dictionary. You understand? I'm talking about my Ottawa Officer 5000 Malak. Hardcore brother right there. I learned a lot from him. You understand? And I'm honored to sit at his feet because he's such a, hardcore brother in his truth. You understand? Just like the men that are in these Bibles. And you know, one thing that just stuck out to me, you understand? Let me go back to this verse real quick. When it said the portion out of the portion of the children of Judah was the inheritance of the children of Simeon. For the part of the children of Judah was too much for them. This is so heavy because when we're raised Christian, we're so greedy. Just imagine us today if we were given land and 40 acres of a mule, if we were given what's it called? The 40 acres and a mule. I can't think of the name. Somebody help me out. Reparations. If we were given reparations right now and we were given land right now, and you know the land was too much for my family, you understand, and so the Lord allowed, you know, the tribe of Simeon to build next to us because it was too much. You know, Judites and Christians these days, especially Negroes, Judites, we would argue and fight that no, this is our land, we're not sharing with them because we don't have brotherhood when we're in the world. Now you see this right here, brothers are getting an inheritance and nobody's complaining because at this point in time we were appreciative to be coming up out of captivity from Egypt. Well, some of us were, but the point being is that when you have brotherhoods and good leaders and no one is tripping over, you know, being so carnal about having more than the other person, you can get along just fine. Because first off, you have brotherhood. First off, even before the brotherhood, we're obeying the Most High God and His laws. You understand? Simeon was right there by Judah. Hell, now you can't go outside without on your own block without getting smoked or unalive by the ops. You understand? The Crips can't be around the Bloods. We can't even get along in our own neighborhood. You understand? Less known, other tribes living amongst each other. You understand? The Issacharites and the so-called Mexicans. You understand? The Benjamins and the Judites and the Haitians. We don't get along in our own tribes. That's how much work we have to do in the Isupk and the Commanding Junior Hana. We even have to get brothers to love their own tribe. You understand? Then we have to get brothers to accept the other tribes because some are light-skinned and some are dark-skinned. One has this texture here and one has another texture here. But in the Bible, and when Christ returns, like I said, you're going to see brotherhood like no other. You come down to the Lord's 54th annual Passover in Raleigh, North Carolina, on April 1st at sundown, you're going to see ultimate brotherhood. You're going to see the tribe of Issachar. You're going to see the tribe of Simeon. You're going to see the tribe of Zebulun, the tribe of Benjamin, of Levi, you understand, of Judah. You're going to see all these tribes, all 12 tribes, in unity, in brotherhood. You understand? Because that's what the Isupk is built on, brotherhood. Because that's exactly what Christ was teaching his disciples. And it's all throughout the Bible how important brotherhood and loving your neighbor and loving your nation is. That's how, in the book of Joshua, what we're reading right now, how Simeon was able to share the inheritance, well, this lot that was too much for Judah. These cities and these, all these cities that was being given to us. You understand? Judah wasn't at this time wasn't greedy. Oh no, they need to go further back. This is all me. You understand? Oh man, I got all these niggas over here, man. I gotta share. Oh man, these niggas moving into the hood. When I get my bag, I'm moving out the hood because we don't love one another. We don't appreciate one another. We don't favor one another. You understand? That's all I wanted to say on that. All right, let's get back to the Hebrew. Joshua chapter 19, verse 14. Wanasab, Athwa, Hagabawal, Mataza Pawan, Kanathan, Wahayawa, the Tazaath Yawa, Goya, Yapathka. Oh, verse 15. Wakwatah, wana halal, washamarawan, wayadala, wabayath, lacham, irayam, Shathayom, Aishara, Wakataza your. So like this one I always give me. Wakatazar Yahan. Verse 16. Za'ath, Nakalaf, Banya, Zabawalan, Lamasha Pakath Wathom, Ha'irayom, Ha'ala, Wakatazar Yahan. Verse 17. Layasha Shakar, Yataza Hagawarla, Haraya, says that Harbayaya, Labanya, Yasha Shakar, Lamashaka pa what wathom, Lamasha pakath wathom, Lamasha kath wathom. Verse 18. Wayahaya gabawa lom, Yazar Ilah, Waha Kasawalath, Wahakasawalath, Washa wa Nam. Verse 19. Wakaparayam, Washayaan, Korath. Verse 20. Wahar Bayath, Wakwashayawan, Abataza. Verse 21. Warmath, Wa'ayan, Gagayam, Wa'ayan, Kada, Nabayath, Pataza. All right, next 7. All right, going back to the English. All right, Joshua chapter 19, verse 14. And the border compasseth it on the north side of Hanadan, and the outgoings thereof are in the valley of Jiphdale. Verse 15. And Katah, and Naalal, and Shimron, and Idalah, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. 16. This is the inheritance of the children of Zebulun according to their families, these cities with their villages. Verse 17. And the fourth lot came out to Issachar, for the children of Issachar according to their families. 18. And their border was toward Jezreel, and Keshaloth, and Shanim. 19. And Hephraim, and Shion, and Anathorath. Verse 20. And Rabith, and Kishan, and Abez. Verse 21. And Remeth, and Ganim, and Hadah, and Beth Pazaz. All right. Joshua chapter 19, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Wapagai, Hagaba Wal, Batha Bawar, Washakataza Wama, Wabayath, Shamash, Wahayawa, the Tazaathwath, Gabawalom, Hayara Dan, Irayom, Shasha, Ishar, Ishara, Wakatazariyahan. Verse 23. Za'ath, Nakalath, Matah, Banya, Yasha Shakar, Lamasha Pakathum, Ha'irayom, Wagataza, Wakataza Riyahan. Verse 24. Wayataza, Hagawarla, Hakama Yashya, Lamata, Banya, Ashar, Lama Shapaka with them. Lama Shapaka with them. 25. Wayahaya, Gabawa Lom, Kalakwaf, Wakal Wabatan, Wa'akashap. Verse 26. Wa'alamalak, Wa'aima I, Wamasha all, Waga Wapagai, Bakar Mala, Bakar Mala, Hayama, Wabasha Yakawar, Wabasha Yakwar, Labanath. Verse 27. Washab, Mazarak, Hashamash, Bayath, Dagan, Wapagai, Bazaba, Lawan, Bazebalan, Zabawan. So like Bazebawan, Wabagaya, Yapathak, all, Tazapowa na, Baya, Ha'aimak, Wana I ya all, Wayataza all, Kabawal, Mashama all. Verse 28. Wa'aiba Ran, Wa'aibawan, Wakab, Wabama Wan, Wakwana, I go. What's it over there? Where was I at? Nakona, Ide, Tazayadwan, Rabbah. Right. Joshua chapter 19, verse 22. And the coast reacheth to Tabor, and Shanazimah, and Beth Shemesh, and the outgoings of their borders were at Jordan, 16 cities with their villages. 23. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar according to their families, the cities and their villages. 24. And the fifth lot came out for the tribe of the children of Asher according to their families. 25. And their border was Helkath, and Halai, and Bet Beaton, and Akashap. 26. And Elamelech, and Ahmad, and Mishiel, and reacheth to Carmel, westward, and to the Shihor Libanath, Shihor Libanath, verse 27, and turneth toward the sun rising to Beth Dagon, and reacheth to Zebulun, and to the valley of Jeph the hill, toward the north side of Beth-Emek, and Neel, and goeth out to Kabul on the left hand, 28, and Hebron, and Rahab, and Hammon, and Kanai, even unto the great Zidon. Joshua chapter 19, verse 29, Salakia. Washab, Hagaba, Wal, Haramah, Wa'id, Ayar, Mabatazara, Tazara, Rashab, Hagaba, Wal, Hasa, Wayahayawa, the Tazaath Yawa, Hayama, Makabal, Hakabala, Akaza, Akazayaba, verse 30. Wa'aima, Wa'apak, Warkab, Ariyam, Aishariyam, Washatyam, Wakatazariyahan, verse 31. Za'ath, Nakalath, Mata, Banya, Ashar, Lamasha, Pakathum, Ha'iriyam, Ha'ala, Wahatazariyahan, Wakatazariyahan, 32. Labanya, Napathliya, Yatazah, Hagawarla, Hashashia, Labanya, Napathliya, Lamashapakathum, verse 33. Wayahaya, Gabo Walam, Makalap, Lawan, Bataza Ain Niyam, Wa'adamya, Hanakwab, Wayab Na'al, or is it Wayaba Bana'al? Wayabana Allah, I, Lakwawam, Wayahaya, the Tazaath Yawa, Hayaradan. (34) Washab, Hagabawal, Yama, Azanawath, Dabawar, Wayatazaa, Masham, Hawakwakwa, Wapagai, Bazabalawan, Salaki, Bazabalwan, Managab, Waba Ashar, Pagai, Mayam, Wabaya Hawada. Wabaya Hawada, Hayaradan, Mazaraka, Hashamash, verse 35. Wa'iriya, Mabatazawar, Mabatazara, Hatazarayam, Tazara, Wakamath, Rakwath, Wakanarath, Wakanarath. All right. Joshua chapter 19, verse 29. And then the coast turneth to Ramah, and to the strong city Tyre, and the coast turneth to Hosah, and the outgoings thereof are at the sea from the coast to Akzib. Verse 30. Uma also, and Apek, and Rahab, 20 and 2 cities with their villages. 31. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families. These cities with their villages. 32. The sixth lot came out to the children of Naphtali, even for the children of Naphtali according to their families. 33. And their coast from the Halaf, from Alan to Nanim, and Adami, and Nakib, and Jabneel unto Lakum, and to the outgoings thereof were at Jordan. 34. Salakia. And then the coast turneth westward to Asnar Tabor, and goeth out from thence to Hakak, and reacheth to Zebulun and the south side, and reacheth to Asher on the west side, and to Judah upon Jordan toward the sun rising. 35. And the fenced cities are Zedim, Zer, and Hamath, Rakath, and Shinareth. All right. Joshua chapter 19, verse 36, going back to the Hebrew. Wadama, Waharama, Wakatazar war. Verse 37. Wakodash, Wa'adoraya, Wa'ayan, Kataza war. Verse 38. Wayarawan, Wamagadal, all, Karam, Wabayath, Ainath, Wabayath, Shamash, Hirayim, the Shai, Aishara, Wakatazar Yahan. Verse 39. Za'ath, Nakalath, Mata, Banya, Napathliya, Lamashapakatham, Ha'irium, Wakatazar Yahan. Verse 40. Lamata, Banya, Dan, Lamashapakatham, Yataza, Hagawarla, Hashabayaya. Verse 41. Wayahaya, Gabawal, Nakalatham, Tazaraya, Tazarai, Wa'ashath a wall, Wa'ayar, Shamash. Verse 42. Washa'ai Labian, Washa'ai Labayan, Wa'ayawalan, Wa'ayalawan, wa aya lawan. Wayatala. All right, in the English, Joshua chapter 19, verse 36. And Adama, and Ramah, and Hazor, and Kadesh, and Edrei, and Hazar, 38, and Iron, and Megiddah, Horim, and Bethanan, and Bethshemesh, 19 cities with their villages. 39. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali according to their families, the cities and their villages. Verse 40. And the seventh lot came out for the tribe of the children of Dan according to their families. 41. Of the coast of their inheritance was Zorah, and Eshtaol, and Areshmesh. 42. And Sha'alabin, and Jalen, and Jethla. You understand? All right, I mod him, just me up here. La Yasha'Allah. Imadium, which means to stand. Wapanyak Wadam, which means turn and face the east. Sar. Closing in the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malapaka, Daba'a, Ratazah, Kaya, Ishaba, Ratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanawa, Lakam, Kau, Yawam, Wasalak Nanawa, Kawa Wap Nawa, Kasalak Nanawa, Kawa Wap Yanawa, Wala'a, Dabaya Nawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashaya Nawa, Mayan Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wahaparat, the Abalamyam, Aman, in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakat, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, Babakashah, Nathan Nanawa, Hakat, Hakat, La Pa'a, Kal Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakat, La Tahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakat, La Hakwim, Hamathium, Hakat, Arawakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagar Shan, by Hashem Yahushai, the Wada Aman, in English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'Allah, Waha, Wayatsaparim, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, by Shem Yahushai, the Wada Aman. What we just said was Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones with the name of Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ai, Isaiah, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Waharatazah, Al-Yatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala, Al-Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamor, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaika, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamor, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamor, Tazaatka, Wabaaka, Ma'ita, Wa'ai, Awalam, Aman. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, al Damiyalaka, al Fakarash, al Tashakwat, al Kayahana, al Yabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nashaawa, Ra'ash, al Imaka, Yariyamun, Sawad, Wayatayai Tazawa, al Tazap Pawanyaka, Omawa, Lakawa. Wanakakiram, Magoya, Wala Yazakar, Sham Yashala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawai Tazawa, La Khadwa, Alya Kabariyah Yakarafwa, Ahal Yadawam, Wayashamaoyam, Mawaba, Wahagarayam, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashat, I'm Yashabia, Tazawar, Ganamashawar, Nalawa, Haimam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadium, Kasayasara, Kayabia, Manakal, Kwayashwan, Neshamadwa, Bayanda Wa, Hayawa, Daman, Dama, Shayatama, Nadiyama, Kairab, Wakazaba, Wakazabat, Wakatazamanan, Gal Nasaya Kamwa, Ashor, Amawa, Nayarashala, Nawa, Nawa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatama, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Debarayara, Wakalahaba, Dalahat, Haryam, Khan, Daradapma, Basaaraka, Wabasawapaka, Dabahalam, Malaa, Panyaham, Kwawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamga, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabaawa, Idi, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Ata, Shamga, Yahawa, Labadka, Al, Yawan, Al, Kal, Harataza, Aman. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut their mouth from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeb, yea, all their princes as Zebah, and as Zamunah, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means to be seated. Brothers, Imadu, which means to saying. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amashim Shabbat, Imadu, Barak, Yahba Shimya Shah Brakathon, Yashamatah, Sar, face the sisters. Sisters, Imadu, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imashim Shabbat, Imadu, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alatamba Shimya Washah, Yashamatah. Dismiss.